So I'm Dr. Elena Martellozzo and I'm an associate professor at the University of Middlesex in criminology. And my area of research is around online risks. So I've explored all sorts of online risks, from abuse to online pornography, and the way in which young people engage with the new media. I don't think online pornography as such is something to be afraid of. I wouldn't call it, oh dear, it's a problem. Pornography has always existed, and we do know that it exists because it fascinates people, it attracts people, and we learned that it attracts also young people and children. Our concern, and this is what really the research showed, is it's not really those children that access pornography because they voluntarily search for it when they're, they're exploring their sexuality, etc. Our major concern is the exposure to pornography of young people. Those children who are not prepared to see what they see, and they just either stumble across pornography or they are exposed to pornography by others. These are really our concerns. We found that younger people are accessing pornography. Our sample went from the age of 11, and I'm sure that if we went, if our sample was also including younger children, we would have easily found that even younger children are exposed to pornography at a very young age. So that is something certainly that we need to explore more and understand more, and also explore what are the risks of being exposed to pornography at a very young age and what kind of consequences may it have in their future sexual relationships. I think it's very important to engage in conversations with children about pornography and what pornography represents and what it is and how different it is from the reality of how people engage in relationships, in sexual relationships. Our fear is that sadly children learn from pornography and they learn the wrong messages, and our research showed that a high proportion of children emulate, copy what they see in pornography and expect their partners to behave in the same way as those actors have performed sex in pornography. So I think it's important to deliver these messages that what they see online, what they see in these pornographic movies, it's not real. These people most of the times are actors. These people most of the times are women who have been in a way forced to perform certain acts, and they're not really natural. I think it's important to communicate this clearly to young people, because sooner or later, and this is almost inevitable, they will stumble across pornography and they will be exposed to it. And if they're prepared to it before they're exposed to it, they can then balance and figure out by themselves that what they see, it's not the reality. Talking about online pornography or pornography in general, it's a kind of a challenging conversation to have, particularly if you're having it with your own daughter or your own son. It's uncomfortable. Parents don't like talking about sex, and what they do, they try to portray it in not really in the way that it is. I think it's important to engage in these conversations at home. And perhaps, we need to be conscious that parents might feel afraid, or teachers to address these conversations. And maybe it's our responsibility as researchers, as experts in the area, to help them, or to put together some guidelines on how to tackle this challenging subject. I also, and this is not coming from me, but it's coming from young people, children want to hear more about it, they want to talk about it, because some children are, afraid to discuss it. They do see things that they don't know what if they're seeing it's real or not real, and they would definitely benefit from informal or more formal conversations in the setting of a school or a home, where they can feel comfortable to talk about what they've seen or what they will possibly see in the future.